What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dane County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Hello, Missouri. I'm Jamie Corley, a fifth-generation Missourian and conservative outsider running for Secretary of State. The swamp establishment has embarrassed our state for too long. I'll fight to protect our values, support President Trump, and bring integrity back to Missouri. Join me, Jamie Corley, in this fight for real change. Vote for a proud Missourian who will always stand up for you. Paid for by Jamie Corley from Missouri, Mary C. Walsh, Treasurer.
The 2 scariest words right now are filling and up. Filling up on gas, terrifying. Filling up on groceries, a nightmare. But with a McDonald's $5 meal deal, filling up on flavor is easy. I can choose between a McDouble or McChicken, plus a 4-piece Chicken McNugget, small fries, and a soft drink. All of this for just $5. I'm filling up with a McDouble and Dr. Pepper. Have no fear. The McDonald's $5 meal deal is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. Well, today will be sunny and hot with high temperature near 93 degrees. Our heat index value will be as high as 97 with calm winds. Then tonight will be mostly clear with low around 69 degrees with a light southerly wind. Tomorrow we're going to warm up even more as we'll be sunny and hot with a high near 96, and our heat index value will be as 100 degrees. Light and variable winds will become westerly 5 to 7 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night, skies will be mostly clear with low temperature around 65 degrees. North winds will be around 6 miles per hour. Then Wednesday, mostly sunny. Our high temperature on Wednesday near 83 degrees, with north winds around 7 miles per hour. Will be mostly clear Wednesday night with low around 62, then Thursday sunny with a high near 87. Thursday night will be mostly clear with a low temperature again around 62 degrees, then Friday sunny with a high near 84. Friday night will be mostly clear with low temperature around 60 degrees, then Saturday we expect sunny skies with a high near 81. Skies will be mostly clear Saturday night with low temperature around 59 degrees, and Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 82 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I've received some hate mail over the years for my commentary. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. That hate mail has come at me from many directions. I've been accused of being too much of a granola cruncher by some, while others have accused me of kowtowing to multinational corporations or big ag. One person I've known for 20 years recently insulted me on his social media page. He said, "I don't know how she can sleep at night." He doesn't like it that I believe there is room for all of us in agriculture if we simply do it right on our farms every day. He believes the future is in small farms. There are a few who would side with anti-ag groups such as PETA before giving in to corporate agriculture. I'm not exactly sure what giving in to corporate agriculture means, but I do know that PETA wants you to be a vegetarian. Many people with whom I've crossed paths lately are convinced a concentrated animal feeding operation, or CAFO, is the worst thing that can happen to a community. Many of these same people do not even know what a CAFO is or that CAFOs currently exist in their community and have for several years. While they're doing everything they can to be sure costly regulations are imposed that could very well put you and me out of business, they complain about the cost of food and buy their meat if they eat meat from a big box store. Apparently, if they are going to eat meat, it's okay to eat meat from livestock raised in a CAFO if the CAFO isn't in their community. While Luddites infiltrate our rural communities with lies about what happens on our farms, more than 15 million children in this country live in food-insecure households. That means they have limited access to adequate food and nutrition. I think it's time to wake up. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Conservative champion Shane Scholler is the proven voter watchdog for Secretary of State.
The only candidate who has brought voter fraud to justice. Shane Scholler knows how to stop the radical left from stealing our elections.
Recognized as a national expert on election security, Shane Scholler fought to pass voter ID in Missouri.
Shane Scholler is A-rated by the NRA for his unwavering commitment to defending our values and freedoms.
As Secretary of State, Shane Scholler will stand with President Trump to keep our elections secure, safe, and accurate.
Shane Scholler will protect Missouri's voter ID requirements and ensure only Missouri residents can vote.
Shane Scholler will keep our elections transparent so voters can trust and verify that their vote counts.
And Shane Scholler will fight with you to keep obscene and dangerous materials out of Missouri's public libraries.
On August 6th, vote for Shane Scholler, the only proven voter watchdog for Secretary of State.
Hi, I'm Shane Scholler. I'll make sure your vote counts. I'm asking for your vote in the Republican primary on August 6th. Paid for by Scholler for Missouri. Justin Hill, Treasurer.
Friday, August 16th, the Cardinals host the Dodgers. That night, 25,000 fans 16 and older take home a replica Turn Ahead the Clock jersey, inspired by the 1999 Cardinals' vision of baseball's future. This is one you don't want to miss. Friday, August 16th, the Cardinals, the Dodgers, and the replica Turn Ahead the Clock jersey. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Mason Wynn, St. Louis Cardinals, for the Lou.
A slow start for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is off to a quiet start, typical for a Monday. Buyers and sellers are preparing for the week's business, and bids and asking prices have yet to surface. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. Last week, business held out until Thursday and Friday, and overall was light. Live deals in the South had a range of $185 to $196, mostly $188, about $2 below the previous week's weighted averages. Northern dress deals ranged from $306 to $311, mostly $310, $2 below the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Boxed beef is sharply higher at midday on very good demand for light offerings. Choice up $4.64 at $318.41. Select is $324 higher at $300.41. In Nebraska last week, steers under 600 pounds were lightly tested. 6-weight steers were $3 lower, and 7 weights were sharply lower. Steers 800 pounds were $5 lower, and steers over 900 pounds were $10 lower. Heifers under 700 pounds were sharply lower, and heifers over 700 pounds were $4 to $7 lower. The USDA says the big drop in the futures market throughout the week carried over into livestock sales. Demand overall, though, has been pretty good. Medium and large one feeder steers, 852 to 899 pounds, brought $246 to $264. Cash hogs have no comparison at midday with a handful of negotiated purchases. Packers don't appear to be in a big hurry to get business underway this week and aren't aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market continues to be strong. Domestic demand uncertainty has been the issue. While hog weights have pulled back some in summer months, they're still running well above year-ago levels. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct had a weighted average of 82.05. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady with last week's test at $55. At Illinois, slaughterhouse prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $43 to $55. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $49 to $59. And pork values were higher at midday, up $1.51 at $105.82. Ribs, picnics, butts, and loins were all sharply higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Missouri Farm Bureau President Garrett Hawkins, tell us about Farm Bureau.
We are the state's largest agriculture organization dedicated to improving the quality of lives of not just farm families all across this state, but truly all Missourians.
Why does Missouri Farm Bureau support Mike Kehoe for governor?
Since 1915, this organization is focused on lifting up our fellow farmers and ranchers, as well as the communities that we live, work, and serve. In today's day and age, as we think about our challenges, Mike Kehoe is a fellow cattleman and small business owner and understands our way of life because he lives it. Through his years of service, we know his track record, we know what he stands for, and that's why our members are so excited to support his candidacy, and that's why I'm asking you to join us in supporting Mike Kehoe for governor.
Missouri Farm Bureau Federation State PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Missouri Farm Bureau Federation State PAC and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Well, here at KSMO, we're very pleased to announce that we have no obituaries to share with our listeners today. That's been a look at updated funeral announcements and is brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
Who can Missouri Republicans trust to crack down on illegal immigration and communist China? Not Jay Ashcroft. Jay Ashcroft championed a bill that allowed China to buy Missouri farmland and other property near our military bases. Ashcroft took thousands of dollars of travel from liberal groups, including one that pushed amnesty for illegal immigrants. It gets worse. Jay Ashcroft turned his back on America's veterans and opposed providing vets with any benefits at all, including discounts on hunting licenses and prescription drugs. Jay Ashcroft allowed China to buy our farmland. He vacationed with amnesty-loving liberals, and Ashcroft stiffed America's veterans. There's a better choice. As Missouri's governor, Mike Kehoe will stand with President Trump to crack down on China, secure our border, and honor our veterans. Mike Kehoe is the conservative we can trust.
Cops for Kehoe is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Cops for Kehoe, and is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 301 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commission met this morning at the courthouse. In the road report, both districts are getting roads ready that are to be chip and sealed. If time permits, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said workers will try to grade Dent County roads 5173, 5630, and 6575. He said they also installed new speed limit signs of 35 miles per hour on County Road 6490. Mowbray also said he had the list of approved roads from MoDOT that will receive CART funds for Dent County, and that total comes to 589.2 miles. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported signs will be installed on County Road 2115, and new weight limit signs will be installed on County Road 3200. He also said brush should be cut on county roads 4410 and 4430, and trees will be removed from Denton County roads 3330 and 4390. Polk stated service work is being done on truck number 75, and workers from both districts took a truck to Napide for hydraulic work so that the county could hook up the new road groomer to that truck. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported on new traffic engineering assistance program funds that are available to help public agencies pay for the cost of studying traffic engineering issues on safety or operational problems. County funding reimbursement at 80% project with 12%, the maximum of TEEP funds with any cost over that the responsibility of the county. Applications must be completed by May 23, 2025. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said 15 people absentee voted on Saturday, and through Monday morning, over 300 had voted by absentee ballot. She said the polls will be open Tuesday from 6 in the morning till 7 at night, and bring your picture ID. At the last meeting, electrician Chad Heithold came in to talk with the commission about the exterior electrical work and generator requirements. Also attending the meeting was the new Salem Memorial Hospital administrator, Brooke Bowman, who came in to introduce herself to the commissions. They talked about SB 190 and the ripple effect it could have on the hospital as well as ambulance services. The next meeting of the commissioners will be Thursday morning at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. According to a report from the Shannon County First Responders, 6 people, including 2 children, received minor injuries when their mule-drawn wagon overturned in the Fox Pens area near Eminence around noon on Sunday. 5 Shannon County First Responders and 2 Eminence area volunteer fire department staff were on scene quickly and provided immediate medical care to the patients. Other Eminence area volunteer fire department staff controlled traffic and set up a landing zone for the helicopter, which luckily did not have to be used as their injuries were relatively minor. The Mercy EMS ambulances from Winona and Summersville arrived quickly and transported the injured parties to the Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center. 1 child was transported by a private vehicle to the medical center. A 3rd ambulance was requested from West Carter County EMS, but was canceled en route as it was not needed. A boating accident happened Saturday afternoon at 2:15 in Phelps County on the Gasconade River. According to the Water Patrol report, a 2002 shoal runner operated by 46-year-old Ryan Reeves of Rolla was traveling westbound, which is upstream, when he struck a fixed object which was believed to be a rock in the water. Reeves suffered moderate injuries and was transported by the Phelps Health EMS to Phelps Health Hospital. Reeves was not wearing a life vest at the time of the accident. The shoal runner was secured on the scene. As the new school year begins, the Salem RD School District wants to highlight the crucial role of regular attendance in academic and personal success. In a letter from the R80 Superintendent Nate Wills, he emphasized the importance of being present in class. He outlines in a letter how consistent attendance fosters engagement, responsibility, and a positive learning environment. Missouri's 90/90 rule requires that 90% of students attend 90% of the time, impacting school funding and performance ratings. Last year, Salem already had a 77% compliance rate. To improve, the district is launching campaigns and offering incentives for good attendance alongside support measures for chronically absent students. Salem RD will notify families of daily absences and provide additional support as absences accumulate, involving school coordinators and the juvenile office if necessary. The district encouraged families to prioritize attendance, underscoring the collective effort needed to help students thrive. The letter from Superintendent Wills is available on our KSMO Radio Your World Today Facebook page. If you have any questions, you can contact the Salem RD School District office at 573-729-6642. The Board of Directors of Salem Memorial District Hospital will conduct a special meeting today at 7 o'clock in the hospital library. After the call to order and roll call, the board will vote to go into closed session. After the closed session, the meeting will be adjourned. You are invited to attend the next Salem and Dent County meeting of Sleep in Heavenly Peace this afternoon at 5:30 in the evening at Salem Community Center at the Armory. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is an international nonprofit 501c3 organization that builds, assembles, and delivers new beds to children in need and who do not have a bed. The Rolla chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace is already helping to provide new beds to children in need in our Salem community, and efforts are underway to start a Dent County chapter. They're looking for volunteers. If you're interested, For more information about sleep and heavenly peace, contact Patty at 703-964-6495. You can also email her at Patty at PATTI.McKeown, MCKEOWN, at shpbeds.org. Calling all mudbugs, mark your calendars for this Thursday afternoon from 2 to 3:30 p.m. for Nature's Magic at the Bone Break Center of Nature and History. In this enhancing session, kids will delve into the fascinating transformations in nature, some swift and others gradual, that seem almost magical. Participants will also get to craft their very own magic wands to take home. The activities are designed for kids 6 to 12, but everyone is welcome to join the fun. Parents, please make sure to accompany your children. The last campfire and weenie roast of the year will be on Thursday evening, August 15th at 5:30 for an evening of fun and food as we bid farewell to another wonderful mudbug season. Colonel Eric T. Olson, Superintendent of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, invites the public to take part in a public opinion survey regarding safety and security. Officers' attitudes and competency, overall agency performance, and concerns regarding crime and social issues. The 2024 Public Opinion Survey is open now and runs to the end of the month. Members of the public will find the survey on the patrol's website at statepatrol.dps.mo.gov/. Click on the Complete the 2024 Public Opinion Survey on the patrol's homepage to initiate the survey, or you can visit the survey link directly via surveymonkey.com/r/RC97ZBZ from any computer or mobile device. The Dry Creek Bridge on Route HH near Cherryville has reopened to traffic as of July 31st. MoDOT announced that rehabilitation work on the bridge has been completed. The bridge was closed since June 3rd. The construction involved replacing the bridge deck, which had deteriorated over time. Officials noted that while the bridge's supporting structures dating back to 1961 remain in good condition, the driving surface required replacement. The reopening of this route should ease travel for local residents and commuters in the area. MoDOT encourages drivers to use caution when crossing newly reopened bridges and to obey all posted traffic signs. And that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow by New Nordic. Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow. With its patented tocotrienol complex, Hair Grow naturally reduces inflammation in the scalp and is clinically proven to promote new hair growth and increase hair count in as little as 4 months. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
I'm starting my own breakfast club in McDonald's. Me and my morning crew can discuss the most important topics of the day, like what to get with buy one, get one for $1. There's a sausage McMuffin with savory hot sausage and melty American cheese, the sausage McGriddles with soft, warm griddle cakes tasting of sweet maple, a sausage biscuit with sizzling hot sausage, and hash browns that are perfectly crispy. If you love buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's, join the club. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO. After the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be along with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Who can Missouri Republicans trust to crack down on illegal immigration and communist China? Not Jay Ashcroft. Jay Ashcroft championed a bill that allowed China to buy Missouri farmland and other property near our military bases. Ashcroft took thousands of dollars of travel from liberal groups, including one that pushed amnesty for illegal immigrants. It gets worse. Jay Ashcroft turned his back on America's veterans and opposed providing vets with any benefits at all, including discounts on hunting licenses and prescription drugs. Jay Ashcroft allowed China to buy our farmland. He vacationed with amnesty-loving liberals, and Ashcroft stiffed America's veterans. There's a better choice. As Missouri's governor, Mike Kehoe will stand with President Trump to crack down on China, secure our border, and honor our veterans. Mike Kehoe is the conservative we can trust.
Cops for Kehoe is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Cops for Kehoe, and is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals finished up their 4-game series over the weekend versus the Cubs. On Friday, the Cubs wasted no time getting out to a 5-0 lead in the second inning. The Cards would score in the third and eighth innings, but it wouldn't be enough to overcome the deficit, losing 6-3. Then on Saturday, the Cardinals would have to come from behind. This time, the Cards' late efforts would pay off, and they won 5-4. Yesterday, the Cards had the early lead in the third, but the Cubs would score 6 unanswered points, actually runs, folks, to beat the Cards 6-2. Today, the Redbirds are back home to face the Mets this afternoon. You can hear that game right here on KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM. That pregame will be getting underway at 3:20 this afternoon. Kansas City Royals played the Detroit Tigers over the weekend. On Friday, the Royals would go on to have a big 6-run seventh inning as they would defeat the Tigers 9-2. Then on Saturday, it would take extra innings as the Tigers tied up the game in the bottom of the ninth. By the end of the 11th inning, the Tigers would score 2 runs for the walk-off victory, 6-5. Yesterday, Kansas City would come back in the top of the ninth, scoring 3 runs for the 3-2 victory and taking the series 3-1. The Royals start a 3-game series versus the Boston Red Sox tonight at 7:10. And that has been a local and regional sports brought to us courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock, Motown Magic for MJ.
MJ! Right field! Deep! Perez is at the wall! Yeah!
Valley Sports Kansas City, pinch hitter MJ Melendez hit a go-ahead 3-run homer in the top of the 9th inning to rally the Royals to a 3-2 win over the Tigers. KC has won 3 of 4 in this series. They've won 6 of their last 7, and they build a 2.5-game lead over the Boston Red Sox, who they host tonight. Mason Wynn playing long ball in the Windy City.
If he gets one to hit, and he does send one to right center field. Crow Armstrong going back at the wall. He's done it! Mason Wynn sends one over the basket for a home run
ESPN, that was Wynn's 9th of the season, 2nd of this series, put the Cardinals up 2-0, but the Cubs got to Miles Mikolas, a 6-2 loss. Cardinals dropped 3 out of 4. Mizzou football wrapped up their first week of fall camp after 6 practices.
A lot of sloppy football that is typical as you work your way through fall camp. You're never as far along as you'd like to be.
Tigers head coach Eli Drinkwitz would like to see better play, but he says the players are learning.
I think the players have had really good attitudes. I think they've tried to be very coachable. I think they've been very attentive to the details, responded every time we've challenged them.
Mizzou Tigers in Paris. Swimmer Clement Secchi of France was part of the men's 4x100 team that took bronze over the weekend. And Mizzou long-distance runner Carissa Schweitzer, the most decorated Tiger runner, in the 5,000-meter finals today at 2. The NFL season will be an adjustment for fans, players, and coaches with the new kickoff rules. Fans got a look at the rule in the Thursday Hall of Fame game between the Bears and Houston Texans. The Chiefs special teams coordinator Dave Tube says he was excited to see it in action in an actual game.
Couldn't wait to see it. I thought there might have been a couple bigger returns. They didn't really try. I don't think they kept it kind of vanilla, especially in this first game. We got a lot more games coming up here Thursday and Friday, I guess.
The Chiefs practicing this morning. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Are you ready to shape the future? Your voice matters. Missouri is crafting its master plan on aging, and we want to hear from you. Visit health.mo.gov/aging to help shape the future for Missouri. Take the statewide needs assessment survey. Your voice counts. Together, we can create a vibrant, inclusive future for all generations. Your input is crucial. Visit the website today and share your thoughts on aging in Missouri. Sponsored by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
University of Missouri encourages you to eat smart, like a tiger. Use the grill to cook vegetables and fruits. Try grilling mushrooms, onions, peppers, or zucchini on a kebab skewer. Brush with oil to keep them from drying out. Grilled fruits like peaches, pineapple, or mangoes add variety to a cookout. Find more tips like this at muext.us/eat smart like a tiger. This message was funded by USDA SNAP.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
Is credit card debt weighing you down? Are you losing sleep at night worrying about how much you owe? Have you ever used one credit card to pay off another credit card, just prolonging the problem? You're not alone. Half of all Americans are dealing with troubling credit card debt. But there is an answer. Zero Debt USA has proven strategies to eliminate that troubling credit card interest and get you out of debt fast. They can often get your monthly payment down to less than half of what you're currently paying. Work with a company that can help. Visit ZeroDebtUSA.com. Again, ZeroDebtUSA.com.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
It is now time for a look at statewide news. I'm on the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO. After the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be along with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA Feed.
We are MFA.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Another Kansas City man has pleaded guilty to the illegal straw purchase of a gun that was used during February's mass shooting at the Chiefs' Super Bowl celebration. 20-year-old Chalon Groves pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to make false statements in acquiring a gun. Tomorrow's party primary elections include 2 proposed constitutional amendments. One of them would mandate that Kansas City spend at least 25% of its budget on its police department. The sponsor, Republican State Senator Tony Lutemeyer of nearby Platte County, says it's an effort to block left-wing city leaders from defunding the police. KC Mayor Quentin Lucas strongly disagrees.
Well, I mean, it seems like that's just empty bit of rhetoric, and it's disappointing. But if you look at this year's budget, where Kansas City increased starting salaries for police officers by 30%.
The proposal is titled Amendment 4. And you can get your kicks on Route 66 this weekend for the birthplace of Route 66 Festival in Springfield. This is Missouri Net.